When you think about the Holocaust, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it the torture and deaths of the Jewish people, or the greatest, most evil dictator of all time, Adolf Hitler? There were many complicated and interrelated causes for the Holocaust, including the economy of Germany, the belief of the fascists, and Hitler's personal racism. Have you ever wondered the real reason behind everything that happened during the time of the Holocaust, or why it's so important in American history? This was an extremely traumatic time from 1930 to 1940. Today, I will discuss how the Holocaust originated, the important events and people that played a big role during this time period, and close with how it came to a resolution. It all started in 1933 when the Nazis and Adolf Hitler took over Germany. First, I'm going to talk about who, what, where, and how the Holocaust got started. On April 1st, 1933, the Nazis instigated their first action against German Jews by announcing a boycott of all Jewish-run businesses. Nazis then issued additional anti-Jew laws over the next several years. For example, some of these laws excluded Jews from places like parks, fired them from civil service jobs, made Jews register their property, and prevented Jewish doctors from working on anyone other than Jewish patients. After World War II started in 1939, the Nazis began ordering Jews to wear a yellow Star of David on their clothing so that Jews could be easily recognized and targeted. Although many people refer to all Nazi camps as concentration camps, there were actually a number of different kinds of camps, including extermination camps, labor camps, prisoner of war camps, and transit camps. Prisoners were forced to do hard physical labor and yet given any tiny rations. Prisoners slept 3 or more people per crowded wooden bunk, with no mattress or pillow. Torture within the concentration camps was common, and deaths were frequent. While concentration camps were meant to work and starve prisoners to death, extermination camps, also known as death camps, were built for the sole purpose of killing large groups of people quickly. In September 1939, the German army occupied the western half of Poland. Beginning in the fall of 1939, Nazi officials selected around 70,000 Germans institutionalized for mental illness or disabilities to be gassed to death in the so-called euthanasia program. Throughout the spring and summer of 1940, the German army expanded Hitler's empire in Europe, conquering Denmark, Norway, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and France. Beginning in 1941, Jews from all over the continent were transported to the Polish ghettos. Finally, it all came to an end. The Holocaust lasted for 12 years until 1945. The Allies were advancing on the Germans finally, and they began taking over their camps. In July 1944, a camp in Poland was liberated by the Soviets. This was followed by many more liberations and takeovers as the Americans and other allies slowly removed Hitler from power. When the Allied forces finally invaded Germany in 1945, Adolf Hitler knew he had been defeated. Out of fear of punishment, or based on Nazi ideals of death before dishonor, Adolf Hitler committed suicide in April of 1945 before the Allies had a chance to capture him. Thousands of Nazis also committed suicide during this year, as they were taught that it was better than being captured and punished for their beliefs. In conclusion, today we have discussed the history of the Holocaust. First, we talked about how it all started, then what happened during the time period, and finally how it all came to an end. I hope that you have all learned things about the Holocaust that you were curious about before. So now when you think back on this time in our history, you will see the importance of how it made our country the way it is in today's world. Thank you.